Welcome to Combat Mission Shockforce 2, and today we're going to be playing as a British infantry group, well, mechanized infantry group, let's just call it a UK mechanized infantry group, and we are approaching the East Yard position here, where we believe there to be some Syrian armored units waiting for us, and essentially our job here as this group is to probe this area and make sure that those units are not a threat, of course. Now, what I'm going to do is actually start hunting forward with some of these units, although with most of them, I'm really just going to push them up here to the actual wall, pretty much just get a look at the situation, and then kind of decide what I want to do. From my understanding, this area is lightly defended, but all too often in these mission scenarios, it says it's lightly defended, when in fact, it's pretty heavily defended. So these guys are moving through. These guys, we're going to do the same. We're going to quick move. In fact, we should also open up with some of them. Not all of them, though. I don't want to risk too many people's lives. And keep pushing to that location over there on the left-hand side. So let's make that our starting move. And we're still keeping a few units behind. We'll bring them out later. I just want to send this initial group and see what happens. A lot faster than I anticipated, actually. Might want to start letting out some of these infantry units. Oh boy, we've got that ATGM in sight. I hope our guys spot him. Yep, looks like they may have gotten a kill there. Let's hope so. He certainly opened fire on something. And I'm going to keep that recce vehicle there. I'm actually not going to mess around with it too much. We might just leave them right there as we move the rest of the men forward during this operation. Alright, not too bad. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to grab this guy. Quick move. Quick move, quick move. Once we get over here, we'll start hunting. And at some point here, we will dismount these units. Not yet, though. I'm going to keep those guys right there. We'll quick move. And then hunt the rest of the way. You know what? I actually lied. I'm going to hunt forward with these guys up to the road. This way, if they spot an enemy, they'll almost certainly start opening fire almost immediately. And I'm going to take this group over here. We're going to have to micromanage it. And just quick move them up, up, up. Same with this anti-tank guided missile team. I'm going to quick move them to this crossroads area. And actually for this vehicle, we'll also have them open up just so that we have somebody on that machine gun. I think the rest of the vehicles are headed exactly where we want them. Let's not mess with that too much. Although, you know what? We could take a more direct approach with some of these guys. So let's just quick move through here. Hunt the rest of the way. With this unit, I'm actually going to have these guys dismount. We'll actually stop this vehicle right here. Dismount the infantry just in case they have any guys on the ground. And I'm going to have them quick move over here and then hunt the rest of the way into that building onto the roof. Alright, I think that's a decent approach. Again, we still have some units back here. We'll grab this guy. We'll just simply quick move him over to that location. Same with the Javelin unit with the officer attached. And let's get to attacking the Ville. Here we go, folks. Go, boys. Go, go, go. Oh, boy. Look at that. Already getting a penetrating hit on enemy armor, from what I could see. Or maybe just an enemy light armor in any case. He's still alive, though. Absolutely still alive. Maybe not for long. Alright, another penetrating hit. And we're also starting to see enemy machine gun positions out there. Thankfully, our troops are opening fire on those positions. Also, a partial pen on enemy armor. There we go, man. Hopefully, we're knocking that thing out. These still operational, although we are getting some decent hits here. I think at this point we'll have to get the men out of the vehicles and approach on foot. Probably the safest thing to do right here. Alright, so we actually are getting some gunfire over here, and it looks like another enemy BMP. Not what we wanted to happen at all. Let's cancel that. And what we're going to do is dismount. And actually, there are some marksmen in this unit. So I'm hoping that these marksmen will be able to provide some pretty decent return fire. In fact, I'm going to send this guy over here as well, the vehicle. And we're just going to have him hunt in that general direction. See if we can't spot some of the enemies coming this way. Again, we'll keep these guys right where they are. I don't want to mess with their positioning. As for these guys, we are also going to hunt in that direction. And that ATGM, I am absolutely going to dismount him. Let's just stop the vehicle right there. We're going to dismount the ATGM. There is just a driver in this vehicle, so let's hope that this guy actually gets a shot. And we've also got these guys opening fire on the enemy. I don't really want to change that. What I do want is to immediately get this spotter out. We're going to quick move him. Hopefully he can get into level 1 pretty quickly here. The same with this infantry. We're going to quick move them, hopefully get them on the roof. And we do actually have helicopter support in this particular fight. So I'm trying to bring in that helicopter support to assist, of course. Now, that guy's already on the way. We don't really need to do that kind of movement, though. We can just move directly. And what we will do is take this guy. I'm just going to push him forward. He can't actually provide much support because there's just a driver. There's not a gunner. So instead, we're going to have these vehicles provide the needed support. In fact, we'll push forward with this recon vehicle, the Scimitar. And actually, we might be able to call in air support directly from the command vehicle. We'll give it some time, though. Here we go, folks. Oh, boy. Anti-tank guided missile coming our way. Oh, just hit one of our rear vehicles. Man, we need some shots. Fire some shots, for goodness sakes. Get that infantry out. Come on, come on. And actually, we're taking some machine gun fire from up there on the hill. I'm just hoping that our vehicle here can actually damage it enough that our men can make it to the building. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I did not expect him to have to go across the bridge. That was not what I wanted at all. Come on, man. They've got a visual right there on the enemy armor. We're going to have to push up even more and likely stop these guys right on the bridge. This is where a hunt maneuver would have actually helped out quite a bit. Alright, boys. Interesting position we're in here, that's for sure. I think we're going to stop them right there. Let these guys... I mean, they're already almost inside the damn building. And these guys don't have any anti-tank. The spotters do have a little bit of anti-tank. We actually need to go pick that anti-tank up out of the vehicles. It's probably not a bad idea. And again, I'm going to keep these guys just the way they are now. What I will do, though, is dismount that infantry and start moving them over here. We'll start pushing slowly but surely up this way. And let's push the Scimitar right up to the road there. Just get as much support as possible. Might as well go ahead and dismount the commander unit as well and just fire from a distance, really. Now, again, we could call in that air support, but I'm not sure I want to call it in on the enemy BMP when there could be a ton of other enemy units, and there are in these trenches. In fact, you know what? You know what? I could live with that. I could live with this. So this is what we're going to do, guys. Medium support, 5 minutes, confirm. So what's going to happen is we are going to call in an attack on that trench line, which means we need to stay put, at least for the foreseeable future. Here we go. Oh boy, get in there, boys. Get in there, boys. Damn! Yeah, got one of the scouts. It's amazing he didn't kill more. Keep it up, keep it up. Seems like pretty effective fire, but you've got to wonder how effective it is when they're in trenches and up a hill here. Not so sure our guys are getting the best shots. Here we go, infantry arriving, and it could, of course, we could send this infantry right up the road towards the east yard and start taking that area. But I think we'll let them continue to fight for now. Machine gunner is inside, so they're taking some pretty close rounds, that's for sure. And we need to back up and see what's going on over here at the command center. Because evidently there were enemies inside the building, from what I can tell. Oh, yeah! We still have that vehicle there. In fact, the smoke is making it kind of hard to even spot that vehicle. But we're certainly inside the building. Move in, boys! Good shooting! Looks like we may have taken out one of the enemy command teams. I certainly hope so. A little bit closer to the East Yard objective, folks. I really want to try to spot that enemy vehicle, but without getting killed myself. So I'm going to push up a little bit more. I'm going to hunt right to the edge there. And see if we can't spot this guy. Now, the thing is, we have an anti-tank guided missile with this unit, so I'm hoping that they can approach and potentially fire this. I think we should also... nah, never mind with the vehicle, because we don't have a gunner. Now, with this one, we should just push up a little bit and provide supporting fire when needed. Let's grab this anti-tank guided missile team, guys. We're going to start pushing forward with the infantry. So here we go. What I'll do is push forward and then hunt the rest of the way. So we only have 4-man infantry teams, but they are very effective infantry teams. You know, they've got some pretty wonderful equipment. And we're just going to have this Scimitar kind of guide them forward. So he's always going to be supporting them on the right side. And actually, we could do the same with this APC right here. Let's open up. And we're going to quick move, sort of providing support, but really we're going to remain looking out this way. Here we go. He's got eyes on. Oh, that's a kill. Did you guys see him drop? That was fantastic, man. Gotta be careful here. That is way too close for comfort. Opening fire on the anti-tank guided missile team. That's exactly what we need to kill. And look at that, boys. The infantry are moving up. They actually just fired that sniper. What a beautiful shot there. And I think they are well on their way to getting into town. Unfortunately, our gunner has been hit. Let's hope that the medics can treat him and save his life, because that's obviously a pretty nasty hit there. Keep up the fire, boys. Keep up the fire. You know what's really crazy, guys, is there is still an officer, from what I can see, in this building. There's a commander in there. I am going to try to actually get in and kill him, but I'm not even sure. I guess, yep, that is a separate building. Interesting. Okay. Well, we're going to send some guys in. Actually, look at that. He has surrendered. Thank goodness. That guy is not going to be a threat. He's got his hands up. Definitely doesn't want to fight us. All right, fair enough. Well, we're going to get in that building anyway. I'm going to keep that vehicle there. But what I'd like to do is go ahead, slow move over here, and hopefully get a visual on that damn vehicle, because we've got an anti-tank guided missile here. We could absolutely destroy it. I'm also going to reverse with the recon vehicle this way, and you know what, guys? We are going to push him across the bridge here. Hopefully he can fit across that bridge, and we'll hunt the rest of the way. I think the infantry are doing just fine. They're advancing fine, and once they get here, they're going to be a lot more cautious, so let's just keep things as they are there. Oh, boy. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. Got some wonderful visuals on the enemies up there on the hill, and our men are moving in there, as you can see. I think really the threats on the hill are the main threats. I'm sure they're going to have some guys over here waiting for us, though. It would be insane if they didn't. That's right. Keep it going. Keep it going. And another vehicle up there. Seems to be behind cover, though. All right, let's back up a bit. Let's take a look at the fight on that left side here in a second. Infantry's continuing to move forward, and actually, this is our anti-tank guided missile team engaging their anti-tank guided missile team. Good shooting, boys. They actually managed to hit one of these guys. But I want to back up and see what's going on that left side. So all the way over here. Of course, we ordered a bunch of our men across. Let's see if it paid off. They are buttoning up again. I would too. And it looks like that enemy machine gun unit. Oh, baby! Look at that, guys. Let's back up a bit. Good old-fashioned anti-tank guided missile round right there. Boop. Was that a kill? I don't think so. I think he's still operational. Although a hell of a good hit there. And here we go, guys. Vehicle is arriving. It looks like he actually spotted infantry, though. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, nope, it is destroyed, guys. That vehicle is destroyed. Well, this is interesting. So it looks like we might be able to approach this ville from two separate locations. I am going to begin the push over here with this recon vehicle. I'll also begin the push over here with this recon vehicle. We might as well bring him across that bridge there. Did we even order him across the bridge? Because something tells me we didn't. There we go. And you know what? We've got some additional vehicles back there. There we go. You know what? We might as well go ahead and start bringing him forward over to the east yard. And I'm also going to bring this guy over here. Eventually, we'll let the officer out. But right now, I just want the vehicle a little bit closer. The same thing goes with this armored personnel carrier. We're just going to start getting closer to the east yard, of course. As for these infantry units, I think we should continue pushing forward. But we're not yet going to cross the bridge. So once we get to about here, I'm simply going to put on that hunt maneuver. Quick move. And then, of course, that hunt maneuver. Just trying to get the safest approach possible. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. I want to have this reconnaissance vehicle looking out that way. And off we go. Come on, boys. I like how they're staying on either side of the road, kind of near the trees. Definitely the safest way to move up a road. Oh, taking some shots. I had to jinx myself, didn't I? Sure enough, we've got enemy infantry getting into that trench and reacquiring a machine gun. Although our men are returning fire there pretty nicely. Here we go, boys. Helicopter air support is about to arrive. Oh boy, just in time. The infantry arriving just in time, guys. Let's go ahead, stop that vehicle entirely. And this is going to be the first infantry unit crossing that bridge. You know, they're fresh. They haven't yet seen battle here. I think they are perfect to really take the fight to the enemy here. I'm going to have these guys cross as well. But once again, once we get about here, we will begin the hunt across to that location. And it looks like there's almost certainly going to be some vehicles waiting for us here on the other side. I think so far, this is one of our, let's call it, safest approaches in the game. And if we can keep this up, I'd like to think that this is going to be a pretty spot-on victory for us against the enemy forces here in this battle. About 43 minutes left in the battle. but I think it's going to go pretty well. Let's just take another look here. We are going to let these guys do their thing. We're not changing anything right now. Here we go, boys. All right. Let's see our infantry get across the bridge here. Oh! Wait a minute. Let's back up. Now, we didn't expect that at all. It was right as we were getting these guys out. At least we got them out in time. Unfortunately, the driver and his buddy got completely wrecked there. And it doesn't look like our infantry are bothering to move across the bridge. Still not safe enough. And this is why I think we should have waited with the airstrike, because I think it would have been better to bring the airstrike right here to help the men on this side of the bridge. Helicopter air support incoming. Ooh, they are firing their RPGs at our men at this point, and actually, look at that. They did get a hit. Potentially a kill. The leader of that group getting hit by an anti-personnel RPG. Those can be quite ferocious. Let's just back up over here and take a look at how the battle went over there on the left side. I'm guessing we didn't have too much contact, because over here, they seem to be mostly in the trenches. So I definitely think we're going to have to kind of push into the town over here from this side and take that east yard. Here we go. Hey, look at that. Pretty nice shots, but yeah, I'm still seeing some enemy infantry over there. And I'm thinking just a direct move over to the east yard would be perfect. We'll keep most of our men over here. Just keep an eye on the enemy and take complete control of the town here. Alright, folks. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying the battle so far. If you are, you know what to do to see part 2 here. And that is like, comment, and subscribe. But this initial assault, I think, went pretty well. I'm certain that we did some damage to the enemy. And hopefully, we can come out of this without many casualties and with a nice little victory. We'll try to finish this up in the next episode. Because the YouTube algorithm really doesn't like part 2s and things like that, I'll probably just give this a different title. It'll be like Shockforce 2, you know, different title, but I'll make sure to put UK in there somewhere so that you know it is the same video. And as always, I will also provide a link. Well, guys, when you return, we're going to be getting some helicopter air support, and hopefully enough to wipe out the rest of the enemy. In fact, I kind of want to change that air support over to a different location, which is something we can certainly do here if we'd like. Thanks so much, guys. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one.